What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Cusco on the ones and twos, doing it big, never small. And as you can tell from the excitement in my voice that I have some great news to share, and that I am officially qualified for the regional finals for Capcom Cup 11. For those that's unfamiliar with competitive Street Fighter, Capcom Cup is one of the most prestigious tournaments in fighting game history if we're not counting EVO. Capcom Cup is more of an invitational in which you have to actually qualify to compete among the best of the best when it comes to Street Fighter. Although I am not officially in Capcom Cup, finger crossed I do make it in, I did make the regional finals. So what that means is that I performed well enough in my series of brackets to enter a exclusive 8-man bracket where the winner of that 8-man bracket qualifies directly into Capcom Cup 11. Only 48 people qualify for this annual tournament, and that is players from around the world. They compete for the grand prize of not just $1,000, not $10,000. No, they're competing for $1 million. That is right. The winner of Capcom Cup takes home $1 million. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I do plan on having YouTube videos out every single week, and it does help my channel out greatly. And let us know in the comment section what you would do with $1 million. Say, for instance, you wake up one day and boom, you're godlike at Street Fighter and you win Capcom Cup. Let me know what you would spend that money on. Because me personally, I think I would be pretty reserved on it. I would treat myself to some delicious food and play video games and never work a day again in my life. There's essentially two ways to qualify for Capcom Cup. There's the online way, there's the offline way. The offline way is like guns blazing, like only one person makes it out alive, just through the fire and the flames. It's ridiculous. It's honestly, I hope they change it, how bad it is to qualify offline. But to qualify offline, essentially Capcom has these premier tournaments in which, so say for instance, take EVO for an example. Evolution, the biggest fighting game tournament ever, the biggest open bracket tournament ever, very prestigious, been going on for years. To qualify through EVO, you have to win the entire tournament. That is right, we're talking about a tournament that has 7,000 plus entrants. You have to win the whole thing to qualify for Capcom Cup. So if you got second place, GG, shake my hand, get them out of here. If you got second place, get lost, buddy. Only appreciate winners around here. I will say in this season, they did technically make it better. They added super premieres in which Capcom backs these tournaments. There is a super premiere in Singapore and there's a super premiere tournament in Japan. And instead of winner takes all, you know, first place gets automatic entry into Capcom Cup, they made it top 2. So if you made it to grand finals, in which the super premiere Japan, it was Takedo and Lashar, they got tickets to Capcom Cup. And then it was Singapore, in which it was Shuto and Nephew, and they made grand finals, and so they got entrance into Capcom Cup, which is like, it's technically better, but at the same time that's still brutal. So third place just got cooked, you know. Sorry, it's unfortunate. Me, your boy, I'm not going guns blazing. I am doing online. The online tournaments are called World Warrior. These are Capcom backed tournaments in which they are divided within regions. So there's like the China region, there's Japan, there's Midwest, there's US East, there's US West. I fit into the Midwest category. So what that means is I have to play all the Midwest players in a qualification of 5 different tournaments to essentially qualify for the cup. It wasn't until I watched Capcom Cup 2023 that it's ignited a spark underneath me in which I was just really wanting to like qualify for Capcom Cup. I was like, yo, this low-key is kind of a dream to qualify. After just watching the competitors, it was really great. I loved watching the grand finals, Chris Wong versus Uma. Congratulations to Uma for winning the $1 million. Hopefully it's been all on the VTubers, but who knows? That's his business. That's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. So after that tournament, I was super inspired. And so I was so inspired to the fact I tweeted. I said something under the lines of, I am going to try my hardest to make Capcom Cup next year. I said that. February 26, 2024. Gonna try my hardest to make it into Capcom Cup 11. I hit send tweet and immediately got to work. I'm the type of person where if I say that I'm going to do something, or if I'm going to try my hardest to do something, I give it my all. Regardless of pass or fail, I will put in the effort to attempt to achieve what I want to do. And that's exactly what I did. I made sure I had all the dates for the World Warrior tournaments for my region. I wrote them down and I signed up for all of them. I participated in all of them. And my results, not trying to flex, let's fucking go! That's what I'm talking about! Top fucking 8 winners. What's up, G? Pretty good. pretty good. Going down the list of World Warriors, I got 9th in the first one, I got 4th in the second one, 7th in the third one, 4th again in the fourth one, and then I finished out strong in the 5th one, getting 3rd place. And what exactly does that equate to in points? Glad you asked. Here I am on Capcom's official webpage for their esports section of Street Fighter 6, discussing the rules, and we're gonna go look at the World Warrior ranking points, and here we have it here. It only gives points out to top 16. So all of those placings I had earlier that I discussed were all within the realm of top 16. 13th you get 10 points, 9th place you get 15 points, 7th place 20 points, 5th place 25 points, 4th place 30 points, 3rd place 35 points, 2nd place 40 points, and if you win the whole tournament, it is 50 points, and that all accumulates to qualify for the regional finals. Midwest was a super region. Let me just bring that up right now. I'm gonna go over here where it says WWE rankings, the World Warrior rankings, and I'm gonna go over to my region being at US Midwest. We can see we have Dual Kevin number 1, Jack, Flash Metroid, Dark Dez, El Chicote, Joey, myself, Cusco, your boy, and then Brian F actually did not qualify, so sorry to all the Brian F fans. He unfortunately did not qualify for the regional finals. Instead, it is actually Magnegro and Congaroo. They actually had a really good performance on the 5th World Warrior, and I bumped them up to be in the top 8 for the regional finals. Typically speaking, if you were to get the most points in your region for the World Warrior, you're seeded number 1 in the regional finals. But my scene being the Midwest was considered a super region, and what that means is that 2 people can actually qualify through our region. So the person with the most points over across the 5 tournaments, granted they take 3 of your best performances, but the one that gets the most points at the end of the season automatically qualifies to Capcom Cup 11. So they auto qualify, and it pushes everyone up 1 spot. And then now during the regional finals, we are participating in the 8-man bracket, and then the winner of that 8-man bracket proceeds to Capcom Cup 11. So the person that already qualified through my region is actually Dual Kevin. Dual Kevin is an insane player, and he deserves it wholeheartedly. He been through the fire and the flames, the guns blazing offline approach, and he came up short 2 different times, which is crazy to me. He got 2nd place at Cream City Convergence, and then he got 2nd place again in a Blink Respawn. So that means that he actually didn't qualified through that way because they weren't super premieres, they were regular premieres, and he needed to win the whole tournament to move on. But as deservingly as he should, he had the most points in my World Warrior being Midwest, and so he actually just qualified for Capcom Cup. Since Capcom's official website isn't updated for some reason, I'm going to go over to Incross. And for people that don't know Incross, he handles, this is like out of like his own doing. He's not even like hired to do any of this stuff, I don't believe. If so, he still does an amazing job. He does like the wiki of all like competitive Street Fighter fighting game tournaments overall, and he is like on top of everything. So he even has the newest points updated. He got the points for Midwest, including the 5th tournament in which Dual Kevin officially does move on to qualify for Capcom Cup. And then next up, we have Jack, Flash Metroid, El Chicote, myself. These are supposed to be the seeding, right? So 4 people start off in winner side and 4 people start off in loser side for the regional finals, the top 8 tournament that decides who moves on to Capcom Cup, granted if they win it. Underneath we have Dark Dez, Joey, Magnegro, and Congaroo. Which looking at it, you would think that these people would be starting off on the loser side, but that's actually not the case. Let's take a close look at Incross's tweet here. He goes, CPT 2024 NA Midwest ranking wrapped up. Well-deserved Capcom Cup qualification with Dual Kevin and clutch runs from Magnegro and Congaroo FG puts them in the loser side of the regional finals. Cusco TX and Dark Dez have tied in points and exact top 3 placements. According to the rule set, this should mean that Cusco and Dark Dez will have to play a tiebreaker set to decide who will start the regional finals and winners, even though Cusco has more points overall. Section 2.2.3 in the rule set, and it also happened in China. When Capcom announced the World Warrior tournaments for this season, they said that they would be taking the 3 best performances out of the 5 World Warrior tournaments. Dark Dez and I ended up tying for the top 3 finishes, in which now we have to play a tiebreaker. So instead of Capcom looking at the overall points, they like the top 5 points, in which I have the most points between me and Dark Dez. They're not even considering that. They're only looking at the top 3 performances, and so now we have to play a tiebreaker to determine who starts off in the winner side and who starts off in the loser side for the tournament. So Don't get me wrong, I am very, very glad that I qualified for regional finals for a shot of making Capcom Cup, but that tiebreaker is very crucial. It's very, very crucial. Starting off in the winner side of the bracket means you get a second life, essentially. If you start off in the loser side of the bracket, if you lose one set, you're out of the tournament, it's done. So people are fighting for that winner side so they can have that cushion. Which, by the way, I don't even agree with that either. I feel like qualifying for the regional finals, I feel like it should only be based off like seeding. I'm not a fan of 4 people starting off in winners and 4 people starting off in losers. I feel like it should be a clean slate. Everyone starts off in winner side, but I digress. The part that I'm not a fan of is what's the point of having like top 5 points across all the tournaments if it means literally nothing? On the Capcom official website, it literally shows your overall points across all of the tournaments you played in, and it doesn't mean anything. You would think that a tiebreaker would look at the next section, which would be, all right, how many points do they have overall? But no, it's just doesn't matter. But disregard all of that because it is lock-in season. That is right. Regional finals takes place December 7th. I believe we might be even starting to turn it off with the tiebreaker between me and Dark Dez. I obviously hope to win the whole tournament, which would give me the access to go with the Capcom Cup in Japan and compete for the $1 million. It's going to be really difficult. I hope to win the whole tournament, but if I come up short, I'm going to try not to be too hard on myself because I definitely did give it my all. At the end of the day, all you can do is try. So I at least took the effort to practice and even qualify for a prestigious event just like this. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for listening to me yap. If you want to follow my competitive journey, I highly recommend giving me a follow on twitch.tv/Cusco, as I'll be playing a lot of Street Fighter 6, so you can see my gameplay, you can kind of hear my commentary as far as some of the matches goes, and that's mainly for the hardcore audience that just want to watch me play the game. If you're really interested in YouTube and you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button as I post every single week. It's going to be more on the laid back side. We're just going to chop it up and discuss various topics as I will be telling stories as well. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.